It's your boy, Eduardo Jackson, creator, CEO, founder of the Cinema Draft Game. It's where daily fantasy sports meets the movies. Instead of drafting athletes from teams, you're drafting actors from movies and how the movies perform at the North American box office. You get points to earn cash and prizes. We'll get more into gameplay later, but this week, I'm very excited to bring back fan favorites. It's the Tripod. Kevin Garnett, the WBW Chocolate Cardinal. Say hello to people, Kevin.
Hello, people.
Yes, and of course, the pop culture agent provocateur, G Nice. Say hello to G Nice.
I feel like I was insulted in that introduction. I'm like, I don't know French well enough, but I feel like that was like faux hatred.
No, it's saying you're counterculture, baby. You counterculture. Welcome to the party. Drinking game tonight will be the word beast, because I have a feeling this weekend's box office is going to be a beauty. That's right. Beauty and the Beast. We'll get back into that later.
Hashtag wordplay. Hashtag wordplay.
Hashtag wordplay, exactly. Hashtag cultural cul-de-sacs to come. So first segment we like to kick off with, of course, is what I'm watching. And the first thing I want to talk about is Kong Skull Island. Have either of y'all seen Kong Skull Island?
I have not seen it.
Like at the movie theater?
Or, you know what, even if you pirate it, we won't put you on blast, but however you might have seen it, have you seen Kong Skull Island?
Of course not.
Why did you even ask? Where did you see it?
I know, I was setting myself up for failure on that one. That's my bad. Basically, it's like a new school version of an Indiana Jones flick. I had a ball. I saw it in D-Box, so that meant like my seat was shaking around and shit. It was awesome.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
it was the ultimate D-Box movie. I mean, there's like some things like overgrown spiders and Kong's smacking shit around, and your seat's going hither and yon and just going crazy. And I really enjoyed it. It was a great time to movie. And this whole, I mean, it's really smart, well directed, and it was funny. It was a lot funnier than I thought it would be. So I highly recommend it. And that's the reason why the word of mouth. So Box Office Pro estimated it was only going to make 43 million as compared to Logan's second weekend of 40 million. And this sucker did 61 million, 61.1 or $61.2 million, because that word of mouth, baby, that word of mouth is strong. So
wow.
yeah,
How was Samuel L?
It was a prototypical, or should I say stereotypical, Samuel Jackson for us, because he had a couple of lines that he went like this. I'm here to kill that beast.
That's actually a good impression.
The house. Yeah, you got your chocolate cardinals. We got the house in the building. Yeah, Samuel Jackson, Morehouse alum. He was in fine form, crazy as ever. But it was, I mean, it's just such a great time in the movie. A lot of characters too. They really threw the kitchen sink at this. And if you stay for the end credits, because they have a post-credit sequence where they're clearly setting up, God, another cinematic universe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because we need one more.
You know, because we need one more. I'm also watching The Good Fight. That's that CBS All Access show. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet through, legal or surreptitious means, but it is excellent. It's a spinoff of The Good Wife, starring Christine Baranski, Cush Jumbo, and I think I mentioned this in an earlier podcast, my old classmate and co-star, Erica Tazel, or back then she was known as Erica Carter. She was Rachel on Justified, but she's a series regular on this show. She plays one of the partners at
Who's Rachel on Justified?
Yeah, the black girl, the only black person on Justified.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She was my classmate. We were in a play together my junior year, and she's got a nice series regular role on this one. She's like a partner at an all black Chicago law firm, which Diane Lockhart, Christine Baranski's character, kind of washes up after she gets taken, Madoff style by one of her best friends. And it's just a really good set. Oh, Game of Thrones chick, Rose Leslie, aka Ygritte. You know nothing, Jon Snow. She's like the other female lead on it. It's just a really fun time. They're having a lot of fun. And since it's a pay-for site, they're cussing up a storm. I want to see some boobies, though. Get naked.
Really? So that's only on the CBS app thing. It's not on the network at all.
Yes, it's only on CB. It's only
right
on CBS All Access. I'm sure if you're dedicated, you can find a way to see it, and it's a good time. I really enjoy it. Or either you guys fans of The Good Wife? I know you must have been. Greg, it's set in Chicago, right?
No, I like The Good Wife. Good Wife was good. It got weird at the end, but it was good. The ending was very.
I heard nothing but good things about it, but never watched it.
Yo, honestly, it's I think it's a top 10 show of all time. Honestly,
is that like you and iPhones?
Pretty much.
What? What does that mean?
He draws the line in sand at the most random times. Like he's like, this will make me a better person. No.
So an iPhone adds to your character somehow.
He's the last man standing with a BlackBerry, a black brickberry.
It is a BlackBerry.
Yo,
wait, can you hold it up to the? Can you show the fans what it looks like? Because it's so big. Look at it. It takes up the whole screen. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. The size of his head.
Thing's a square.
That thing is a weapon.
It is a passport.
That is a brick.
Cul-de-sac.
So BlackBerries and The Good Wife. That's you pretty much.
Yeah, no, definitely check out The Good Wife. I think I mean, of my top 10 series of all time, and I'm starting to reevaluate at least my top 5 recently, which will be like my next thing I'm watching. But I think it's probably like number 9 or number 10. It's in there because considering they were doing 22 episodes of television, a year,
right.
Which I'm sure WBW, working black writer, how damn near impossible it is, especially for networks. Oh my God, and they were still. Right. Just razor sharp. And they were ahead of the times too. They did an episode on Bitcoin in 2012. Can you imagine? Yeah. I got in on Bitcoin in 2013 at $88, a coin. Now it's like 1,300 almost. So they got in like a year before me. So
I thought the last season when the King people, when they left.
Oh yeah.
I thought it showed.
Yeah, it probably did, and I did. I think it kind of picked up a little steam, like on the bat. Like once they announced at Super Bowl, like they only had, this is gonna be the last season. I think it kind of got a little bit of its mojo back. But
did you think the ending was whack?
Actually, hearing them explain it, it made sense. It was kind of full circle. I'm just saying. Watching it, I was fine with it because all those feelings were real. Like she got betrayed in a very public way, so. Made sense, but then later on hearing them explain the ending, it really was full circle. Like the education of Alicia Florrick was complete, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, the last thing I'll mention I'm watching, besides God Help Me Star, I'm not even gonna mention that.
Can I just say, wait, The Good Wife, the sequel, the spinoff, whatever, The Good Fight. We were gonna watch it. We sat down and tried to, and then we realized you had to pay. That was that.
And scene.
Rizzo.
Well, just give you an example. Like they're as timely as ever. Like because the last episode, which just aired on Sunday, they take on Trump. In a way that was really really clever. It actually is about screenwriting. Chocolate Carlos. This guy did an episode of like a Law and Order esque type show where they take on Trump or a Trump-like character that got shelved because Trump ends up winning, and then so they're like, oh, we don't want to broadcast anymore. So the guy puts it out on the internet. And then so they're trying to sue. Yeah, so then they try to sue him for damages. And then, in classic Good Wife style, they had all sorts of twists and turns. And now it turns out like he's suing them for damages. It was really, really interesting. And I tweeted, well, shit, if Congress isn't going to take on Trump, at least hashtag The Good Fight will. So that was some good stuff. So, and the last thing I want to mention I'm watching is Game of Thrones. I am rewatching it. I'm introducing a newbie to the Game of Thrones verse and having a great time. Right now, we're halfway through season 4, and that shit is so fucking lit. I actually, I'm ashamed at how. It was always in my top 10. I think it was like 4 or 5 of my all-time top series. That shit's coming for number 2. Just for that alone, G-Nice. Just for that alone, it deserves number 2 stat. Because Breaking Bad better watch its back. Because we haven't even gotten to what I think is the best season. Actually, let's rank the seasons. Y'all are caught up on Game of Thrones, right?
I'm caught up on Thrones. I'm not familiar with it all blends into one to me.
Did anybody read the books?
Nah,
Nobody
did you?
read the books.
What? No.
Nobody read
no, no one read the books.
But you're saying the best season hasn't even happened, so I'm wondering if you.
No. It's 7. The 7th season's coming like this July. Like I creamed my panties when I saw that 90-second trailer of nothing with just old quotes they dumped online. No. Let me tell you how brilliant this marketing is. They had a block of fucking ice on Facebook melting. They did a Facebook live stream. 1.7 million people tuned in. I tuned in to watch a fucking block of ice melt. Dude, they were doing like dragon-like flames on the ice to help accelerate its melting. We watched this shit melt to try to figure out what the hell it was doing. At the end of it, it just melted down to what the release date was. And after that, they showed the actual trailer, which is a 90-second tight shot of stone dragons crumbling with voiceover quotes from famous quotes, throughout like the previous season. And I still watch that shit once a day. It's so good.
It's a great show. I mean, I wouldn't put it. It's
top 3, man. At least top 3. It might be top 2 at this point.
I don't put it over The Wire.
No. The Wire's number 1. No, Heresy.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wait a minute. What you have to say your top 5 now. This is
all right. Number 1 obviously is The Wire. Number 2, but it's losing ground with every season. I'm rewatching this because especially once you rewatch it, I mean, you see how they just set so many little, things in like season 1 that pays off in like season 4 and 5. It's just crazy how skillful they are with that. But number 2 is Breaking Bad, of course. Number 3, Game of Thrones. Number 4, I think, is probably Sons of Anarchy. It's still up there. Although I'm not sure if it ages that well though. I mean, I was really in it.
The first like 3.
Kevin got. Do you see how excited he got?
No, I wasn't excited. I was iffy because like the first 3, like the season were with the white supremacists, which was like 2 or 3, and then like once they went to Ireland, they like waited.
Weird.
They waited like 3/4 of the season to go to Ireland when they should have just gone in like episode 2. It's still a great show. It's probably in one of my favorites. I don't know where I would rank it. Probably top 10ish.
It's probably top 10ish.
It's a great show.
Yeah, I think I look back on it with a little too much affection. I mean, because a case can be made for the Sopranos. I mean, I love the Sopranos, but I wasn't like, oh my god. I mean, it was airing at the same time The Wire was, and I always felt resentful that the Sopranos got all the love The Wire should have. So in my head, retrospectively, I kind of downgraded the Sopranos, maybe unfairly. Like the Sopranos is probably like top 5, maybe 6. I love Mad Men. Mad Men's up there somewhere too. After the top 4 or 5, it gets really fuzzy in my top 10.
Wait, what's your 5? You never said 5.
Jeez. Okay, fine. Sons of Anarchy number 4. 5. I would. I kind of want to say Mad Men, right?
Mad Men's a good show.
I think Mad Men's number 5, and then 6 is Sopranos.
I felt. I'm not going to do a top 5, but I feel like Mad Men was way overrated. It was a great show, but I feel it was way overrated.
Stop.
And it was overrated. At one point, it was nominated. Not that anyone pays attention to this, but for like the Writers Guild Awards.
That's why you're here.
Out of the 5 possible nominations, it had like 4 of the 5 nominations, and this was like during the final season of The Wire. And I was like, that's ridiculous. That's absurd.
That's true. Hey, real quick, go ahead.
My real quick criticism of your top 5 is that you don't have any comedies in there. So you almost have to have like a comedy top 5 and a drama top 5.
I actually agree with that.
That's fair. Yeah, we have to Golden Globe style, right? Yeah, that's totally
and that's for another episode.
No, you have to mix them.
I don't know what my comedy top 5 would be, but I guarantee you Veep is in there somewhere.
Ooh, interesting.
Veep is hilarious and it's fun to watch, but it's mean as hell.
Wait, what did you? Who are you? Bring G Nice back.
No,
what did you ever care about people's feelings?
No,
it's not even mean anymore.
Hate like chinchillas. What do you?
No, it's mean in the sense that it's like
because now reality has jumped the shark of Veep.
No. Just because it's like all the jokes are just like you're a fucking idiot, and they're funny, but it's not. It's mean. It's like Californication. Californication's awesome because she's naked. It doesn't matter who. There's millions of girls naked in every show. It's really smart. It's well done, but we like it because she's naked.
So we only like Veep because they're mean.
A little bit. It's good. It's a good show, but it's really mean spirited. It's not. It's easier to.
I thought you would have at least liked it only because because it's so fucking clever. It's incredibly clever.
It is clever, but I feel like the mean-spirited sort of bombing of fuck words makes it dilutes it a little bit.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. So it's definitely wrap it up. Game of Thrones top 3, most likely top 2. I mean, it's really fun watching it with someone who hadn't seen it before. And I've done this. This is like the second time I've rewatched the series. The first time I only had to go through 3 seasons. Now it's like we're going through all 6, and it's not even the slog though, because it's like, you just really, from a writing standpoint, especially WBW, you can really see just how fucking good the writing is, and I think a show that has potential. Yeah, let's each give one show that has potential to crack our top 10. I think if given 5 seasons, I think Billions could possibly be a top 10 show because the writing is so. I mean, it is samurai sword sharp. It is incredible. Are any of y'all watching Billions?
I am not watching Billions.
I saw the first season.
Whoa. You don't like it?
I liked it fine. I wouldn't put it top 10. I liked it.
It's so much better this season. I mean, last season I thought was great. That showdown between Axe and Rhodes.
I was gonna say that the final scene with them in like the basement or wherever they were.
He tore up his entire office.
But I thought that scene reminded me of the scene in Heat with De Niro and Pacino. They sort of have this face off, and it's like this big moment. And it wasn't a bad scene, but it just wasn't like. It was good. It was sort of anticlimactic to me.
Well, I will say this though. I mean, whatever they've done to their writers room this year, it seems the stakes are upped. Everything's better. They've already had I think they've gone through 4 episodes, and each 4 have just been firecrackers. And I'm really partial to the 3rd episode because it's all built around this high stakes charity hedge fund poker game, and they get the poker right. I mean, I was hooked. Like there's a really big, and obviously these are the same guys who did Rounders, so you expect it to be on point, but it was I have a new favorite poker scene now, and it's in Billions. So
because it is difficult to do poker scenes and keep them interesting.
Damn near impossible, because I mean, so the only ones my top 3 poker scenes or poker movies, obviously Rounders. They get everything in that right. The Casino Royale poker scene, even though it was, I mean, I thought it was shot pretty well, and for novices who don't really study the game, I thought it provided a fairly clear path into it. And then also Billions is just, I mean, that scene was incredible. It was really incredible, really good. A little bit unbelievable. Jay Devlin actually has a case against. He's like, who takes a timeout in the middle of a hand? Who does that? But it was really good. Definitely check out Billions. I hardly recommend it. And so so what are y'all watching?
To answer your first question, there's a couple of things that could possibly end up.
Oh yeah, sorry. 10. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, bring that back. Let's bring that. I'm cul-de-sac on my own. Let's bring that back.
We're doing donuts in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, what's a show that could break into y'all's all-time top 10? I'm
gonna name 3. I'm gonna say Atlanta. If you could ever get 5 seasons of that could definitely break into it.
It's a classic.
Silicon Valley, I really like.
It's better than I thought it was gonna be.
It's a funny show. I mean, I don't know about top 10 all time, but potentially it has a lot of potential in it. And then I would say, what was the other one? Masters of None. Really like the first season.
That's pretty dry.
Well, whatever.
I'm actually kind of with Greg. I liked it fine. I just didn't get what all the hype was, aside from the fact, an Indian American leading, blah blah blah, whatever. I mean, and I like Aziz Ansari. I guess I want a little bit more out of it, but I thought it was fine. I'm looking forward to the second season.
I mean, on some level, he's excited that he's doing his own thing, which is cool. But like, he's really funny, and this is not really like. I feel like he's purposely playing like this low key person, which is fine. But he's funnier than that. Like, I love it when he's outlandish.
Greg, all I know is that they're giving out $6 billion a year at Netflix. Greg, let's dust off a script or something. We can get a deal or something.
No shit.
If you live in Hollywood and you got representation, you don't got something with Netflix, I mean, something's wrong.
No shit.
They're spending a lot of money.
A lot of it. Every week they've got like new shit. Like this week is Iron Fist. I know people are bagging on it. I will still watch it because I'm a cinematic universe completionist. But yeah, I look forward to all that shit. All right, so Greg, what's a show or some shows you think that could break your top 10?
Well, I'm gonna answer the same question with the same show. It's one of the few shows I'm watching, but I like it a lot. It's called Patriot on Amazon.
Patriot.
Have you guys seen it? It's pretty fucking funny.
I've heard of it. That's not the Billy Bob Thornton. That's Goliath.
It's the dude. It's the dude who was on Ally McBeal. I guess he's like the
actor. Greg German.
What?
No, the other dude. His name I can't remember. But it's about like a spy who goes to London or goes to another country, and his father it's Locke from
Lost.
From Lost, yeah, he plays it. It's just funny. It's fucking clever, and the guy like he's like all twisted on the inside. And in order for him to like deal with all the shit he does, he sings it in folk songs.
This guy's from Ally McBeal. I'm a screen share real quick. This guy's from Ally McBeal. What?
I think the creator's from Ally McBeal.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't recognize any of these actors. Okay,
it's really funny. It's really clever. It's smart. It's like that guy with the hat, the guy with the glasses. He was on Ally McBeal.
Was he?
Oh yeah. I remember him.
Sounds Bazzy to me.
This
Bazzy.
This does not. It's anti. It moves very slowly, but it's
on Amazon. You said?
Yeah, it's very clever. I randomly stumbled into it, and I'm like, this is smart. It's smart and funny, and
jeez,
the guy does.
I like Terry O'Quinn. He's solid.
I've never seen the dude. I've never seen the lead guy before, but he does a good job. He's a little too muted, but anyway. I like both of those. I'm randomly watching that, and I think that could be really good.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
All I watch.
All right, yo. Yeah, there we go. We're going to try to keep this train moving since some of us are feeling worse than others. You got a hard stop in about 30 minutes in. So we're going to go through our top 3 Disney movies. And it's been a while since we had a top. And so, that's not what I was reaching for. And so basically, we're going to do it kind of, it's not necessarily snake style, but we'll go one after the other. We'll alternate and pick what our top 3 Disney movies are. And it's not even so much, wow, I did not even edit this rundown very well. But we're going to alternate our picks.
I didn't read it.
When someone picks a movie, it is going to play. It doesn't have to be even animated. It just has to be Disney. And Disney, we're covering a fairly wide swath. Now, we're not saying, you can't pick like fucking Bad Boys because it's done by Touchstone. No, that doesn't count. It has to be like in the Disney aesthetic, which is, something either vaguely family related or fairly wholesome, whatever, maybe we'll put the cutoff at PG-13 or something, or PG or something. Yeah, there it is. It has to be a PG or lower Disney movie. All right.
That's a lot of rules.
Because knowing you'll be like, Touchstone had this and they did Top Gun. So Top Gun.
Top Gun is a good one.
Yeah, no, sir, no. I think that was actually Paramount, so never mind. Hey, bad example, but you know what I'm saying. So we got to keep it vaguely, on brand for Disney, right? Like, for example, something like. Well, I was going to.
You can start. You can start in.
I get it.
Okay, I will start.
Kevin understands the rules. He's smart.
Okay, good. I'll start. I was going to have you start first, but nice switch to buy yourself some time because I actually had one I was going to give away. I'm going to take this one off the board. Coming off the board is Pirates of the Caribbean. Damn it.
Yeah. There's zero chance I was going to pick that.
Yeah, neither was I.
Yeah, it's got its own theme ride. It's got Johnny Depp seriously. Outside of like maybe a dramatic role or whatever, has Johnny Depp ever really had like a better role? Like seriously?
Yes. Of course.
I'm listening. What are you talking? You could say Edward Scissorhands or some shit like that.
I hated that movie.
Yeah, it's so overrated. That movie's totally overrated.
Blow was pretty good. Anyway, let's not.
Blow was good. Well, yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. That was the first one, right?
Chocolate was awesome.
What's that?
Chocolate.
Chocolat. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was actually pretty good. I barely remember that one. Anyway, shut up. This is my pick. Pirates of the Caribbean. Seriously, it was like, so the mythology behind this movie was that they'd sunk a bunch of money into this concept. They were hoping it was going to kick off like more rides and stuff at their theme parks. They had no idea how it was going to turn out. And dailies were coming back, or reports were coming back from like the Bahamas, wherever they shot it, that Johnny Depp was like off his meds or something. Like he was just doing this really crazy, whacked out performance. He might be gay. Like they were just freaking out at Disney. Like, oh my God, this is a mess. What are we doing? And then finally, of course, when they saw like a rough cut, they were like, okay, this is kind of brilliant. And of course, it totally revitalized his career. Not that it ever really went down, but it allowed him to take those insane, what was it, $25, $30 million paychecks, whatever, for which now I'm sure he's paying half to his wife Amber. So, anyways, that's the that's why he spawned 4 sequels and why we're getting yet another unnecessary Pirates of the Caribbean movie. But the very first one was lit AF. So that's my number one Pirates of the Caribbean. KG, go.
I would go with.
Wait, can I say one thing of Pirates of the Caribbean?
Go for it. Hate.
I'm not hating. Look, the thing about Pirates of the Caribbean is all of them are very well done. They're like good movies. Like they're consistently interesting. They look good. They're shot.
I didn't like the last one, but go ahead.
But even that was like still not a terrible movie. You still don't watch it and be like, I just wasted 2 hours. I just wasted 3 hours. You say like, oh, that was good. Like they're constantly smart and well done. I do think
he laid at the feet of Ted Rossio, right? Ted Rossio, and who's the other cat who wrote it? Ted Elliott, Terry Rossio. Those they're good writers.
I also feel like those movies don't matter. I have no idea what happens to those movies, and it doesn't really matter. He's gonna save the day, swing around on a rope, save the girl. There's gonna be some ghosts, right? There's gonna be some water scene. Like all those things are there. But the thing is, Johnny Depp, he's so weird to me. He's really, 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 really good, right? He's obviously a talented actor. But how come he can't just play like? How come all his characters are so out there, right?
It's like his brand now. I mean, you don't hire Johnny Depp to play for a straight man.
It's almost like the way Sam Jackson does the yelling thing. It's kind of his brand, you know. Especially when it comes to like the big.
Look, I'm going out there to kill that beast.
Beast. Hashtag beast.
Beast.
Yeah,
drinking. Okay,
so
I'm drinking.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's the brand, and when they're going to pay you this exorbitant amount of money, it's like you got to give the people what they came to see. They came to see you yell, "Get that damn monkey off that tree," or whatever he's saying.
But that's fine. That's fine. That's him. But Sam Jackson, it's like these weird accents and like I don't understand the choices. I don't understand the choices he makes. In this case, in the Caribbean movies, they're fine. It's just quirky and weird, and the whole thing is quirky and weird, so it works out.
Mm-hmm. It's a Keith Richards, apparently.
Yeah, so modeled to the point where they brought him as his dad in the third one, right?
That's fine, but like, what's Willy Wonka?
a
bad haircut.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is it anyway?
Okay. All right, we're cultural cul-de-sac of Johnny Depp, and I don't care enough. So KG,
your pick.
Go.
I go with the original Toy Story.
Oh,
and that because. That's the thing, like, as a kid, it was a very satisfying movie, blah, blah, blah. As a kid, you always thought that your toys had their own lives. And this movie sort of brought that basic fantasy of every kid into reality. Obviously, there were sequels and...
Did you prepare this speech?
I did not. I'm reading it off of my telephone.
I feel like it's right there. I feel like it's right on the right side.
On my BlackBerry?
Probably.
But yeah, that's the extent of my eloquence on Toy Story.
It's pretty decently cast too, like Tom Hanks, Tim Allen. I mean, you know, they like voice wise, they did a pretty good job. And you know, I'm with you. I love Toy Story. That shit almost made me shed a tear.
Toy Story is great, and I'm gonna say this now because you already broke it up. Toy Story is great. Toy Story 3 is fucking great. Toy Story 3 is the one where you actually do cry. You're like, oh shit, it's so sweet. All of these animated.
You know, actually, you're right. I think I was thinking of Toy Story 3. That's
Toy Story 3. It's so smart and it's so sweet and it's so clever and it's just like the amount of time they put into these movies, and most of it's about the visual. But man, some of these stories, especially Toy Story, that whole franchise, they're so sweet. They're so well done, and it's the whole like it crosses over to everybody. Because as a kid, you're just watching all this shit, but as an adult, you're like, that's Stockball. Fuck, that's a good movie. I'll buy it. Anyway. So yeah, I agree with that.
All right, G Nice, you're up. What you got?
I
know you've been frankly Googling. Although you shouldn't have to. You have like 3 kids under the age of 5. You should be able to figure this shit out.
But we don't buy. Okay, so this is a toss-up. I'm not sure which I want to go. So I'm gonna say The Invincibles.
The Incredibles, you mean?
Incredibles, right.
There you go.
No, The Invincibles, the other one, the football movie about the family.
No. That is a great one. That's a good show. Very solid.
Is that the Mark Wahlberg?
And all his families. No, The Incredibles I thought was awesome. It was also sort of early, right? I remember randomly reading about how this is the first time Pixar had figured out how to do hair.
Oh, really?
They could do animated hair. And they have all these sequences with the girl where the hair is moving it around. I just remember it was sort of early in the game. It was still sort of before superhero movies. So it was kind of exciting to be out there. And it was like this, it was so clever. And like I remember
got Samuel Jackson.
Sam Jackson has that cool sequence where he turns everything into ice. It was smart, and the little boy, and Dash is funny, and it's just like cool names, and it was a good cast. It was just a good, sweet movie. And still, again, this movie, it's about action and all this stuff, but then in the end, it's still just about family.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought it as a grown-up, so that's always weird.
G Nice has a gooey center. We love it.
Wow,
love it.
I take it back.
There's not a lot of hate. Not a lot of hate for Disney.
Yeah, no. I guess I picked a great topic.
No, I have hate later.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Most likely on my shot list.
It's on tap.
Exactly. Gotta watch the YouTube, y'all. All you podcast listeners, you gotta watch the YouTube. All right, so I'm up, and I'm so glad this survived the first round, so I'm taking off the board. Obviously, it's Frozen. What are we even talking about? Frozen.
Again, zero chance I was gonna pick that.
Yeah, I didn't.
We ain't worried about GG Nice, and this one's for pretty much everyone but you two, because this. Really? Well, no, I'm not saying the movie. I'm saying this selection. No, I mean you're the only two people who I know. Have you guys seen Frozen? Let me ask you that.
I have not seen Frozen.
Negatory.
You guys have kids. You guys, I'm calling child services. That's what the hell. Oh my God, Olaf! My name is Olaf. I like warm hugs. Are you serious?
I've read the book that goes with it.
Yeah,
so I sort of know what happens.
Oh wow! I'm
sisters, and there's
sisters. Yeah,
I saw the memes.
There's some a snowman that's got buck teeth.
Yeah, Olaf. He likes warm hugs, which is a bit of a conundrum, because you get him out in the sun and he starts to melt, but he wants to be in the sun. It's okay. So the quick backstory: it was out for like 3 months, and it was still like in the top 5 every week. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this movie Frozen? So I went to go see it, matinee. It was like 3 people in the theater, and of the other 2, they were singing along. This is probably like their 10th time they'd seen the movie, and I was kind of, and I wasn't like I was resisting it, but I'm like, what's the big deal? But halfway through, I'm like, okay, I see the big deal. It's got everything, female empowerment, independent, being your own person, the power of family and sisterhood and all sort of stuff. You have to save the vision. You have to save the village. Getting married to the prince is bullshit. You're like, no, the prince is an idiot. This is bullshit. And then of course your trusty sidekick, who, once again, paradoxically, is a snowman who wants to be out and experience summer. It's crazy, but it all fucking works because it's a musical, which I traditionally haven't really liked, but this is the type of movie that makes me warm up to it. And I love the fact that this movie that came out of nowhere, I think it dropped in February of 2013 or something, whenever it came in like a non-traditional window, and it just crushed for like 5 months straight, and it made $1 billion off a fairly original property. It wasn't like they redid Lady and the Tramp or something. It was just like, we're going to do Frozen off of Thanksgiving. Sorry, it came out Thanksgiving. But anyways, it came out and it just crushed. Good. I didn't see it until February, but it was crushing for that long, and I just really appreciate like somewhat new or original source material to me coming through and stopping the show. So Frozen, great soundtrack, great characters, great voices. I'm kind of disappointed they're gonna do a Frozen 2. I mean, I'm sure you can make up something, but yeah, shout out to Lady and the Tramp. That was my favorite back when I was like 5 years old.
That was a classic.
Very much classic. The whole spaghetti thing, that's classic. But Frozen's great. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with Frozen 2, although I'm not necessarily optimistic. I just wish they'd leave shit alone. But that's why you keep a company like Cinemadraft private. You don't go public, because every quarter you got to churn out the profits. All right, so that's mine. Frozen. KG, go.
For number 2, I'm surprised this is still on the board. I'm going to go with Finding Nemo.
Oh no! I'm an idiot. I should have went Nemo.
I mean, the thing with these Disney movies is they're putting out classic after classic, and they're dealing with similar themes: family, belonging. There's the issue with the parent. Going on the classic journey to find something, having a very simple goal that you want to do. Ellen DeGeneres was amazing. in her what do you call it, role as the forgetful fish or whatever.
Dory, yeah, she's
Dory.
Great. So much
yes,
that the sequel's banging. I mean,
yeah. And you know, these things, these Disney things, they're always a franchise. I mean, they know how to make money over there. Like, they give the people what they want, which hopefully they will continue to do with the Star Wars films, and not beat it into the ground. But like, you know, it's a classic. I need to say nothing else.
No, you totally nailed it. Finding Nemo's excellent. Go ahead, Greg. Hate on that, please. Find a way. Overrated.
Well, no.
Why is fish movies forgetful?
Yeah. Why would I watch a movie about fish? So it's a good movie. That's the thing. It's the thing about this thing is Disney. These guys they're so good at this. They're so good at making these really simple stories, but they're so clever. Each line, each sequence is always so layered, and like then you mix in like the visual. We just recently watched Finding Dory.
Finding Dory, yeah, it's great.
That's fucking really good too. Nothing happens in that. There's absolutely nothing that happens, but it's still really, really good. And it's just Ellen making stupid jokes about, you know, other things around her. But it's so clever, and it's so good. Finding Dory is great. I mean, Finding Nemo's great. I don't really remember it, but I remember it being really good.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, so G Nice, segue into your own. What do you got for your second pick?
Star Wars. No, I'm not picking Star Wars.
Well, you can't because it wasn't a Disney property at the time it came out.
You could go. You could do Rogue One though. You could do Rogue One.
I could do Rogue One. I could do Rogue One, except the love story was stupid. Okay,
it really was a love story.
So I'm a little torn. I'm not gonna lie because
kill your babies.
My kids, we watched Moana.
Oh, is it like that? Because I wanted to watch it like this weekend.
My kids fucking love it, and it's really, 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 really sweet. It's really good.
Oscars, she was awesome. Like I was like, who's that?
She's the star. Does the voice as well, I believe.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fucking delightful. It's really, really, really good. So I'm not gonna choose that one. I'm gonna
just burn it.
They're just burning it, so you can't have it. I pick Lilo and Stitch, which is equally true.
Motherfucker! Oh my god! Sorry, Mom, you might hear this someday, but oh my god! I am irate. It was literally the next one I was gonna do. I can't believe.
You're welcome.
There's so many. It's like a Prince concert.
Lilo, yeah, breathe out. Lilo and Stitch to me, it's just very charming, and she's like it's again they're really good at like mixing that heartwarm and the nice with like real problems. Like they don't got money, they're trying to figure shit out. This alien comes down, this like killer alien. It's just like it's two good storylines. Everything's smart. It's just really every time I watch it, I never like die to watch this movie, but anytime it turns on, I can't shut it off. You got to watch the whole thing. Every time you put this thing on the screen, I want to like lower it, and I realize I can't because it's not on my.
Well, now it's switching off onto you, but I'm saying I like to keep it present for everyone so they can at least take in.
I know, but I'm trying to scroll down, but I can never do it. There it is.
Hey, okay, I see what you mean.
He's doing, yeah.
You're doing it for me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a sweet movie, and I saw the sequel. The sequel was stupid, but the first one was just really, really good.
I am so oh my god! You have to take a turn over me real quick, Kevin, because
I have to frantically.
I'm traumatized. I really thought I was safe with Lilo and Stitch because it was so long ago.
No, it's pretty good. That movie's consistently good. If it ever comes on, you have to watch it.
It's classic. It's timeless, and I did cry. I think I cried the part where like they sucked him up and was going away from the planet at first. I was like, oh no, they love each other now.
Even the whole sequence where he's like, "This is my," even the mad scientist.
This is my home. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's just clever. It's good. It's smart.
Can't take it. Oh, I actually have a tear. I'm crying because you stole what was gonna be. I was gonna have the hammer like mic drop like Lilo and Stitch.
Notice I used that for my second round.
I mean, all right. What? This is a slam dunk contest. You know, use them or lose them.
Right.
All right. So. Do you have something, Kevin, or do I just need to kind of fill time before I figure something out?
I do. I actually have.
I'm distraught.
I'm gonna go with an old school classic from my youth, although. I do want to give a shout out to.
Can I guess. Don't be stealing the way I sluck in 2 at the same time. Don't be stealing the way I did that. Because it was very smooth. I'm aware I did it.
Do it going to 2-for-1?
Yeah, I certainly did do it.
So I won't give. There's a recent Disney movie that I liked a lot, but I will not put that. I will go old school and pull out the original Jungle Book, which to me was.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Listen, it's personally for me classic. It again dealing with the themes of like fitting in and sort of having all of these different groups that you could sort of be a part of, trying to fit into those, but then finding that you have your own tribe at the end. I think these are all classic themes. Obviously, there's a ton of other Disney movies that are awesome, but for me, growing up, this is one of the first ones.
The soundtrack to that was good.
Exactly. I was going to say had the musical element, which, obviously Favreau did the live action one recently.
I want to talk like you.
Exactly.
It's good soundtrack.
Great soundtrack. The live action one was crazy dope in a different way, but I'm going with the original animated Jungle Book. Boom.
All right.
Okay. Did you see the new one?
Yeah, I saw the new one on the plane.
What'd you think? Snakes on them?
It was dope. I mean, it's totally different. They're not, running around singing the whole time, but just like seeing these animals, like live action animals, do all this stuff, it's pretty cool. It's a cool experience. I'm sure in the theater it was amazing. And this is an alley-oop to what the next one should be from one of you two.
Well, and real quick, I'm just gonna. I was still like in my feelings, so I didn't put up Jungle Book on the IMDb. But yes, 1967. That is old.
Is it 67? Wow, that is old.
67. Yeah. Wow. Remember when you were kids? Like, I don't know about you guys, but like in summertime in Seattle, working single mom. Big shouts, Draft Mom. She would stick me in like like day camp, whatever, and sometimes we'd have like movie days and stuff, and so they'd play like all the old school classics, like Jungle Book, the Hobbit movies, like the animated Hobbit movies, all that sort of stuff.
Those were crazy.
Yeah.
So the old Hobbit, like the green blur.
Mm-hmm. Gollum was scary as shit in the old Hobbit.
Where there's a whip, there's a way. That was a classic song.
Is that on the Hobbit, right?
That's in the Hobbit. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Yeah, that movie was scary. You know what else was super scary?
Very dark. Very dark.
You know what was super scary for kids? Did you guys ever see Watership Down? About the rabbits?
I did. I can't remember it though.
I did too, and I totally can't remember it. Or maybe I read the book and I can't remember.
Like kill each other. And my mom let us watch that regularly.
That's very Jane-like.
Just like,
I'm ready for this harsh world, you mixed kids.
Like, what the hell? I'm watching it again.
Stop. Fomenting racial insurrection. Okay, so oh man, all right. I'm actually gonna pull a G Nice twice. I'm gonna burn 2 and then come with my 1 because I am so upset.
Wait, you're about to drop 3 right now?
I'm about to. So I was considering doing.
You're totally changing the rules of this game. I love it.
I was like, hey, you know what? I'm salty like that. It's my podcast.
It turned into a top 5 suddenly.
Yeah, that's right.
Get your own feed burner, damn it. I consider the Fox and the Hound because that was one of the very first Disney properties that I remembered as a child that I really bonded to. Like I had like the coloring books and all sort of stuff. Like I was really into Fox and the Hound, and it was scary too. There was a whole scene where they go over the waterfall. I just remember that for some reason. So the Fox and the Hound that I was considering.
Wait, you remember Fox and the Hound? That I remember as a kid, like this is gonna sound weird, but like that was the first time I remember like knowing what a kiss was.
Weird.
Oh.
Because they like do the spaghetti thing and they like almost kiss, or do they?
No,
that's Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, what did I mean? What'd you say?
Fox and the Hound is like they're out there.
No, I meant Lady and the Tramp.
Friends, but then as it got older, it's basically an allegory for like race and stuff. Like you grow up at a certain point, you got to separate you guys. You know, foxes can't be friends with hounds, and all sort of stuff. So at the time, I didn't recognize it was the allegory for race. I just thought it was kind of cool, and why can't they be friends anymore? But yeah, it's pretty much an allegory for race. I thought it was pretty well handled. It's out there in the wild. The other one I considered. And when you go through the list, there's a lot of good ones. Oh my god! Like I mean, I won't burn this one. It's fairly recent. I won't burn it because I know maybe one of you guys might. Actually, only G Nice is left.
Burn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn it. Inside Out was awesome. Not gonna do it. And then the other one, I was considering was freaking Prince of Egypt, because that soundtrack was just flames.
I feel like here's the rule: you have used Prince of Egypt around.
But the one I'm going with, of course, is WALL-E. I mean, come on, it's poetry, man. It's poetry without words for like the first 40 minutes. I mean, it's just like beeps and bloops, and you feel for it, and then he falls in love, and then she's a little bossy. Eve was bossy as shit, and a little mean, little S&M actually went on there, like, like obey me, whatever. It's just, I don't know. I mean, but yet it was still, it had a really good message about like how, how wasteful we are at this planet, and once again, it's the spaceship, all the overweight people. So overweight can't even walk. He's got to be scooted around, and it's a fucking classic. Which, you know what, I'm gonna watch it this month. Damn it, I miss WALL-E. That really hit me in the feels. It really did. With a fairly minimalistic script. WALL-E. There, I burned down the whole jungle for you, Greg.
Yeah, you did. WALL-E was okay. I didn't love it. It was okay.
Here comes the hate.
No, it was good. It was fine. It's hard for me when you keep the roach alive. It's strange to me. Like, I know that's part of. It's hard for me to find a roach endearing because they're fucking nasty. So
you weren't a fan of Ratatouille, which is the other movie I truly enjoyed.
Yeah, it was fine. I was indifferent about that.
My mom refused to see it until like a couple years ago because it had rats in it. I'm like, Mom, it's really sweet. I'm telling you, it's a rat who cooks. Like, no, no, rats are my food.
Yeah, that's a hard sell. It's a hard sell. It's a hard sell. Like making it was fine. WALL-E was cool. I just feel like WALL-E was Short Circuit in a cartoon form. But Short Circuit was so good. So.
Oh yeah, Short Circuit.
Is that hate? Is that really hate? Tell me if it looks like Short Circuit.
I think if we watched it now, Short Circuit doesn't hold up. It's
like, I'm sure it's terrible. I'm sure it's terrible, but I have a good memory, and that looks like they're trying to steal my memory.
All right, G-Dice. So what do you have to round it out? Who's the last Disney?
So there are a lot of other wonderful movies by Disney because they do a really.
I hope I made you go to your third choice. I hope I burned two of your choices.
You burned none of my choices. You burned none of my choices. There are a number of really good movies, but so my last Disney choice is Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Wrong choice.
You said what?
Wrong choice.
Wait, what? Whoa! What? I'm going to shut the shit down right now. Are you trying to say?
Wait, don't I get to say why I like it before he says he doesn't like it?
You can't. There's a giant.
Go ahead, Greg.
Okay, I'll say mine after he's done with all this nonsense. Go.
I was going to say a lot of these movies that are not animated for Disney, whether they're based on a real life story or something like that. Often those movies are super, 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 super cheeseball, and they're hard to swallow. This movie I thought was grounded enough. I thought they had really good actors. You had some super cheesy parts that, for whatever reason, I bought. And I thought Wood Harris was really good in it. I thought Denzel was awesome in it. I thought there was some, like, the football elements of it were clever, and the racial dynamic. It wasn't so heavy-handed that it was hard. Because, again, those are hard to sell. And sometimes you're showing just every single picture of his face.
I thought it would be cool. I guess I was wrong.
I just feel like it was reasonable. And I was on board. I bought into it. All right, go.
I love this scene too. The one with so the picture I've got up now for those listening at home. The scene where they're, I think it was the fourth quarter or whatever it is, where he's like, no, it's halftime. He's like, I don't want them to cross the whatever. They basically just hit him hard. Don't stop. I don't want them to cross the 50 or something crazy like that. I just bought it. I was all in on that movie. That is an excellent movie. Heresy. Go ahead, KG. And I've properly poisoned
the better choice, the one that was out there for you guys.
Wait a minute. You're gonna critique mine, or you're gonna critique the choice?
I'm gonna tell you what your choice should have been.
I feel like everyone is stealing my role tonight. What the heck?
You inspired others.
You've inspired us to hate. The one out there that I'm shocked that no one touched was The Lion King.
Yeah, I thought about Lion King.
I love that too. I don't look like everyone else.
Lion King is great. Lion King is great, but like Lion King, Little Mermaid, Up. These are all really good, really good movies. You can pick any of them. But you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the catch. Here's the catch. It was my choice.
Right, but it was the wrong choice. It was, it's someone's choice to drink and drive. It's the wrong choice.
Well, then on that note, yes, we got through that segment.
Wait, why didn't you like Remember the Titans?
I hate all football movies because the action.
Wait, what?
Projecting.
That sounds kind of personal. Did you
projecting
have a concussion protocol or something when you were a kid? What's going on? Why
any given Sunday?
All football movies are terrible.
What? We fight for that yard.
Invincible.
That inch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Invincible. No Invincible.
The action scenes are whack.
Of course. Movies. But fair enough.
Okay. You need a Saving Private Ryan of football movies for me to be in.
That's kind of what Any Given Sunday was. Did you see Any Given Sunday?
I didn't think Any Given Sunday was like a great movie, but I was trying to think of examples off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm now looking them up.
Let's pull out of this cul-de-sac quickly.
Yeah, exactly. So
oh my God, Rudy, dude, Rudy.
About what school that I hate?
Exactly. No one loves Rudy like you love.
That's
Rudy.
A propaganda.
Brian song. Billy D. Williams. Come on now.
Brian song. Okay.
All the right moves. What's her name? Was super naked.
All the right moves. Yeah, okay.
The football wasn't all that great in that though, was it?
Who cares about the football?
As a 12-year-old, the nudity was.
The nudity was outstanding, my friends. Outstanding.
Yeah. Brian
okay,
song.
all right. I'm going to pull us out of this cul-de-sac. Rapid fire, 10-second sound bites. I'm just going to go through.
Wildcats, such a good movie. Wildcats, you didn't like Wildcats?
That's a comedy. That doesn't even. That's.
Wow.
Well, what about football TV shows? What about Friday Night Lights? You can't hate on that. That's in my top.
He fucking hates Friday Night Lights.
I hate Friday Night Lights. They didn't hire me, so I have not watched it. So I don't watch it.
We got a gong for that.
And somehow it was still marvelous without you. Imagine that.
Okay. Sure. Anyways, imagine how good it could have been.
Imagine how many characters would go to Stanford if he was there.
Exactly.
Yeah, he would end up at Stanford instead of like a Philadelphia high school at the end. Okay, 10-second rapid fire. All right, so with Dick Wolf bleeding Chicago dry for TV series, what is the next great American city for a Dick Wolf / CSI / Criminal Minds type franchise treatment? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what are we like? What would be the next? If you were to cast a procedural show in a city, what city would you choose and why? KG, go.
Oh, I'd go Philly because it gives you all of the grit and the grime, and it's it gives you all your horror stories. Great American city, got the history there. Boom.
How to Get Away with Murder. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's already set there. Great. G Nice, go. 10 seconds.
Mini fucking Appalachia, goddammit. Because you can
everyone can nice each other to death.
You can do all the cool shit that you do for any city, but then you can do some Prince related stuff, and then on top of that, if you really want to be an asshole, you can do the funny accents.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. And I did not think about this question ahead of time, but I'm just going to pull one off the map. You know what? I think I would like to see. I was tempted. Trust me, I was tempted. But they shoot too much of Seattle up in Vancouver. It pissed me off. I would do. They already did. I would. Fuck. What would I do? What's the city? I think no, it's not. You know what? I would do
Seattle.
San Diego. Did I just say? I said San Diego. I said
you
that
said
aloud.
San Diego clearly by accident.
I would do San Diego because of the border stuff. Especially
you don't have to defend it.
You don't have to defend it. I wish you could see yourself do it though, because that was pretty funny.
Side note:
it was clearly by accident.
Everyone listening to the podcast, go to 55 minutes or whatever, and look at my face as I shit out the word San Diego. Yeah. I love San Diego. Lived in San Diego for a year. It's America's finest city. It's Seattle with more sun. I would say it's interesting because, especially in these times, all the border stuff. And I actually did do a pilot script called The Border, so I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did do that.
Yeah, but San Diego, yes.
Did you ever watch The Killing, by the way? Speaking of Seattle crime stories.
Nah, it looked boring. It looked dry. It looked like slow TV for murder.
it was a little slow, but it was not bad. It had some good acting. Anyway.
Yeah, I like Mireille Enos. I like her. She's good.
I'll go with Enos.
Enos. Yeah. All right, so number 2, NFL free agency. Who's your team, and are you happy with their moves? KG, go.
We can answer this question together, so let's just say no together.
Chicago Bears would technically be my team, and no, nothing they ever do. even when they made it to the Super Bowl last, I knew they were going to lose. The Bears suck. But
wow.
What, 16 million for Mike Glennon? What?
Yeah, but here's the thing. 16 million for Mike Glennon, but the only smart thing they did is they can cut him if it sucks. It's only guaranteed for the first year. But no, they didn't do anything except
when. And my team is the Seahawks, and we signed Eddie Lacy today, which does not inspire confidence. And I'm still upset that all we got was like a former third round pick, whatever, Luke Jokel as offensive line. We need a fucking offensive line. I don't understand why we're not panicking about this. We only got TJ Lang.
You have CJ Procise. You have CJ Procise.
I know Notre Dame. We not only have CJ Procise, we also have freaking Thomas Rawls. It seems like they've just lost confidence in him. I don't know what that story is. Maybe he's really hurt.
You're only 18 years away from Baby Future starting.
Stop. Okay, moving on. Who's winning your NCAA bracket? KG, go.
I haven't even looked at a bracket yet, and
wait, did Stanford make it?
I don't know. I doubt it.
No,
I know they didn't. I just asked you.
Just to be a hater?
Just for the shade. Wow.
Did Notre Dame make it? I don't know.
Yes, they did.
Actually, they did. They lose the first round to who was it? Not Valpo.
Princeton. They're not going to lose to Princeton.
They're losing to Princeton.
Backdoor all day.
Yes. Guard play, backdoor. All right, so G-Nice. So I guess we know your squad, Notre Dame.
That's not my squad. My squad didn't make it. Thank you very much.
Who are you picking?
Georgetown.
Northwestern.
They're not in the tournament. Who are you picking to win? That's the question.
Aren't you excited for Northwestern though? That's Evanston. That's ET all day.
I don't care about Northwestern. I hate Northwestern.
Because they always think they're better than you, right?
I used to go to their parties and they were like, "G-Nice, come in." I was like, "Nah, I'm too young."
That's exactly what you said.
That sounds realistic.
I just started doing some work on my bracket today, and I like the tools. I like the weapons that UCLA has. They have what it takes to go all the way. And I also
like guy with the crazy dad.
You've been listening to too much. What's his name?
LeVar Ball. Oh my
lord.
What's
the dad's name?
LeVar Ball.
That man is special.
Okay. That guy's he's kind of necessary for college basketball, right?
Wait, his mom is white, yeah?
Yeah, he's a mix.
And they're both basketball players. I guess she played ball too.
Yeah, she played ball, or she was some sort of athlete. Maybe she was
some sort of athlete. I think she was volleyball. I saw some special on him on
Sports Center. SC featured on Sunday. I saw that shit.
It was amazing. That guy. I mean, he's a guy you either love that guy or hate him. To me, he's hilarious.
I think he's like Richard Williams with in the social media age. If Richard Williams was raising Venus and Serena now, he would be LeVar Ball straight up.
He might. I mean, but he's a special character. This guy.
Like I barely know him, but I know he's asking for $1 billion, right? That's his whole thing.
For all three sons, a sight unseen. I want you to give. I mean, it's not going to happen. But have you
ever seen him play? I've never seen him play.
Lonzo's cold.
Is he?
Yeah.
He takes big shots and he knocks them down. I mean,
he does, and he's like a complete point guard. Like they always, because the only reason why you can kind of pay attention is because Pac-10, Pac-12, whatever. But also my team-ish, whatever, University of Washington Huskies, God terrible this year, and they had one bright light, Markelle Fultz. I don't know if I would take Markelle over Lonzo, which is, I mean, and I'm saying this against my squad, but I mean, Markelle is legit, and the rest of the team just fucking sucked. And so I saw the game against, like, I think it was Fultz versus Lonzo, and Lonzo's legit. He's like 6'6". He's got handles, he's got range, and he dishes the ball. Everyone's better because of him, and that whole offense goes. So I like Lonzo. I think he's legit. I don't know if I'm Nike, I give sight unseen $1 billion for 3 kids, 2 of which you won't know anything about for at least another 2 years. But yeah,
the other brothers scored like 90 in high school. He was cherry picking.
They both had some ridiculous shit. Like the sophomore, the youngest brother, the sophomore, who was supposed to be the best shooter of them all, had like 92 in a game, and then the middle kid, the senior this year, had like a triple double with like 52 points or something. It's just like Bugs Bunny numbers they're having.
Yeah, but they're like playing against some tiny person who has no idea what just happened.
Right. Well, not only that, but like their style of play. Like Chino Hills fucking trends nationally on Twitter when they play because they don't care about defense. I've seen there's just like a YouTube clip of like one game they like shrunk it down like 23 minutes, whatever. I watched like about half of it, and it's literally, I mean, it's like there's no comparison in the modern age. Not even LMU at its best or worst, whatever, had such lack of interest in defense as this does. And it's like taking the Houston Rockets with with zero commitment to defense and 8-minute quarters is rolling it out. And they were averaging like 110 points a game or something crazy. 32 minutes. It's just they don't even like care about defense. It's fantastic.
Wait,
everything
KG,
is threes and layups. It's amazing.
KG, do you hate basketball movies too?
No.
So I don't know if this is on your sheet or not. Ed, but you should do a basketball for March Madness. Top 3 basketball movies.
All right, I'll bring it all back in. Let's actually. I think we've got the week of the championship game. We'll bring back Tripod to do basketball movies. I love it. Content already written. I'm writing it down. Basketball movies.
Whoever's going first is obviously going to take the best one. I mean, we already know what that is. But anyway,
we don't know what that is because I guarantee the best one that you're going to pick is not correct.
And I'm guaranteeing you my second favorite movie of all time is what I'm picking first. And I'm picking first, so it's already off the board.
Now, what Ed just said is actually true, because I would pick the movie he's going to pick.
We already know what I'm going to pick. It's not even a discussion. It's not even a discussion. So I already start working on – it's like Larry Bird. Who's playing for second?
Exactly. That's pretty much it.
There's tons of basketball movies, just for the record.
But we know which one I'm taking first, though.
There's one that's amazing.
Again, can we have a tally of how many times he says amazing?
Amazing.
That's our next drinking game. Amazing. Okay, so let's do. So, what returning TV show is coming up this year that you're most looking forward to? Is it like Mr. Robot? Is it like what are you looking forward to?
Mr. Robot season 2 was not fun.
It was. I enjoyed it, but it was still strange.
I stopped watching after the 3rd episode.
Oh, ouch. It gets better. It gets twisty.
It annoyed me. They had like a perfect formula, and they're like, nah, that's too good.
Well, okay, I won't spoil it. You'll go back and you'll enjoy it once
the 4 years. Once my kids
get out. You saw the second season of Mr. Robot, right, KG?
No, I didn't. I never got into it.
Oh, I shall spoil nothing then. Okay, so KG,
when he says I never got into it, that means he's never going to watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
See,
fair enough. All right, so what returning TV show is coming up that you guys are looking forward to? Anyway,
I gotta go. Game of Thrones. Bring it full circle. It's going to be ridiculous. The way that it ended the last time with, spoiler alert, her in the boats, got the dragons.
Finally, this shit's finally going to happen.
Fire is coming. Ice is coming from the north. It's
And they're off book, man. I mean, it's like, George R.R. Martin's now like 2 seasons behind. It's like, fuck you, we gotta keep this shit moving.
And it's gonna be crazy. I don't even know if that's why the seasons are gonna be shorter, probably because the budgets are gonna have to be crazy when you get the dragons and the cats from the ice, and then Jon Snow, and I mean, it's gonna be nuts.
So, is it gonna go 7 then 8 or 8 then 7?
I'm not sure. It might go 6 and 8. Actually.
Oh, because I heard they wanted to make like 75 episodes total. There are through 6 seasons of 10, they're at 60. So I hear it's probably gonna be 7 then 8 or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's gonna be lit AF.
It's gonna be amazing.
Dopeness. Drink.
It's
gonna be a beast.
Wow.
All right, G Nice, what you got?
I look forward to the show. I probably won't get to watch it for a long time, but Better Call Saul, I like that show.
Oh, okay.
Why you exhale all slow? Why are you dramatic?
And honestly, that face can be warranted too. It is. I wouldn't even say it's a slow burn. It's just kind of slow. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. Come on, let's be real. It's kind of slow.
It is very slow. It's very slow.
Anybody else you would have taken? I didn't watch season 2 because season 1, and believe me, Breaking Bad is number 2 all time for me. Sure. Same creators, obviously, but season 1 could have been just a pilot. Like I could have taken that, condensed it into an hour, and then let's get it going because that show was slow.
It's very slow. It makes me feel like they don't have enough material.
But they're bringing Gus in this season, so I'm excited about that. You saw the Los Pollos Hermanos commercials, right?
Yeah, that could be interesting.
He does a good job. He does a good job.
Big Brother Almighty.
He does a good job too. He does a good job too. Watching that show, a little bit of Breaking Bad too. They remind every time I watch it, I feel like I'm watching Napoleon Dynamite, where it just feels like we're sort of in this weird time freeze, right, where everything's dated and you're never quite sure where the fuck you are, and it's just this bizarre moment where you're like, because the cars are old and the phones are flip ups, but they're clearly in the modern age, sort of, maybe.
Well, because it's got to be before Breaking Bad, and Breaking Bad, even though it was 5 seasons, it only took like a year or two in real time. So,
but even in Breaking Bad, you never knew what day you were in.
It started in 2008.
Not the show.
Yeah.
No. The show started in 2008, but it never felt like it was 2008. It felt like it was like 2001. It always felt like you're never quite sure where you are.
Like if they were not hip, they're not on the coast. They're people in Albuquerque.
That's right. You feel like you're in this weird time frame, right? Like, and if they're like
Albuquerque loves that show too. By the way,
as they should.
I like that. I like. It's the slow show to watch, but I don't hate it.
Well, the one I'm looking forward to is Veep. I mean, there's a lot of ones I'm looking forward to, but that one I just think, especially with our crazy political climate, I mean, it's just like it's almost like they're gonna have to actually scale back how absurd they are, because we're living this shit every day. You see that stuff today with Maddow and the whole like the tax returns and all the hype around is a little Al Capone vaultish, but it was.
Oh, that was the one, yeah.
But still, it was a lot of fun. It's just so crazy. It's like I kind of want to see how they either dial back or ratchet up, and they tend to ratchet up shit every season. So it'll be interesting to see how they ratchet up their absurdity in the light of our real life absurdity. And then there's all sorts of good shit. I mean, The Americans is back, so I'm happy. Actually, I can't wait to end this damn podcast so I can go take mean-spirited. Yeah. I can't wait to end this damn podcast, see who else Elizabeth and Philip are knocking off this. Yo, the
that show started off really good, and then it just kind of spun out for me.
No, I didn't. I'm still a season behind on that.
I'm like 3 behind.
That's one that could be.
That's one that gets better as it goes. Like last season, I thought was excellent. Like it was.
I gotta see, because what they got the little girl involved and all this stuff.
Like she's learning self-defense and shit now. Like
she's. Yeah. You can talk about it. I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah, well, that.
I thought you said you were 3 episodes behind. You're 3.
I said I'm 3 seasons behind. I watched the first season, and then the second season got so heavy with the story that I was like, wait, what?
With all the Russia, this is warm up. You need to learn about like Russia, America, spy shit.
I don't need to learn about that shit. I need to when you do that, you take all the fun out of it. It's like The Walking Dead. Like the fun is that they live in this world where they're being chased by zombies. That's still fun. But then they break it down with how you feel. I killed somebody. I hate it so hard. I'll do it again, but I don't want to. Oh, I want to live alone. Let me go. It like makes it.
Well, then the Americans isn't for you, because it's all about like repressed feelings, and it's the Cold War for families, like straight up. It's the Cold War for families.
I think the FBI agent is always very good.
Oh, Beeman. Oh yeah, Toby Emmerich. Yeah, he's solid.
He has this weird way of talking. He was Emmerich, maybe. He was in The Truman Show, but he's always very good. It's always this like very deliberate way of speaking, but he does a good job.
Yeah, I heard him on a podcast. He's a solid dude. All right, so we'll end that segment. Yeah, real quick, and we'll get to what the majority of people who listen to this podcast, and we actually have bona fide podcast listeners today. Someone tweeted about this. DDC Rochester, with you. Appreciate you.
Is he from Rochester?
I have no idea. And
is he a real person?
He's a real person. I think he plays the game. We've been picking up some people slowly but surely. And actually, now that we got another round of personal funding, yay!
Yeah,
nice.
Cabbage Patch. Yeah, it's not going to last very long. Trust me. We still need money. So give with both hands, VCs out there, venture capitalists. Give with both hands. We're ready for you. Anyways, he tweeted out that he loves this game. That's very fun. That he actually listens to the podcast for strategy. So DDC Rochester,
strategy not for us. What?
Yeah, well, we are more than just one hour long or hour and change long podcast a week. We actually do the recaps on Monday/Tuesdays, and we do the previews for the weekends on Fridays, usually with some mixture of Jay Devlin. Jay Devlin, missed you on the recap today, my man. Anyways, so what is Cinema Draft for the newbies to the game? It is a fantasy sports version of the movies. You draft 10 actors who are assigned a dollar value salary. get $100,000 in budget to try to draft all 10 actors onto a call sheet. No more, no less. You must have 10. 3 release types of movies: wide, 2,000 screens and up; limited, between 500 and 2,000 screens; and platform, 500 screens or below. You must draft at least 1 actor from each. Headliners their points are worth 40% more. So, for example, Suicide Squad, if it earns $100 million in a weekend and you're doing 1 point per million wide release, Margot Robbie would get 100 points, while Will Smith would get 140. It is free to play. We have over $200 in prizes this week, plus a $25 bonus to the highest scoring call sheet. It's so new, I'm choking over my own words. So basically, the way this works, this is a new wrinkle. I'm very excited about this because I just love burning away my money. But basically, if someone outscores my call sheet and has the highest call sheet of the week, you get $25 tacked on top of your winnings.
Ooh.
But yeah, exactly. So not only are you incentivized to play all 5 contests, but come with your A game, because if I win the call sheet of the week, if I have the highest scoring call sheet of the week, y'all are SOL. So come get this money. Bounty. Actually, I was tweeting and I was just posting the rules to the stuff, I think, today, and I think the Instagram post had like a Game of Thrones "come at me, bro." So we're real about this. We're ready to get out this money. Want y'all to have a good time with all this. And yeah, here it is. Come at me, bro. Dude from Hard Home.
Wow.
So yeah, so definitely come get this money.
That was a great scene.
Great scene. We're not there yet in our rewatch, but it's coming in probably another week.
We should do top 10 scenes. That'd be good.
Top 10 scenes, what, from Game of Thrones, or?
No, just in general. Top 10 scenes. Top 10 cinema scenes.
That sounds like a great podcast with you not on it.
What?
Y'all can't have all the great stuff. I'm gonna totally steal all your stuff. So, anyways, we're going to the shot list. It's basically the shot list.
Somebody else is gonna ruin it. What?
So the shot list are views you can use to pick the winning cinema draft call sheet. We have the first part of the shot list is what we call the A list. Let me get this off the screen. Is the A list. So basically, these are actors you definitely want on your call sheet. And of course, we're going straight to the top. And by the top, I mean, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, did I not sort these right? Oh, I hate when this happens. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, let's sort it. Here we go. Let's get this sort together. There we go. So the one to look out for this week, obviously, is Beauty and the Beast. You're probably going to want to go a headliner stack of Beauty and the Beast. The top 2 headliners in this movie are Emma Watson at $26,500 and Dan Stevens at $25,800. I honestly probably could have gone to $30,000 each, but I'm the range as far as what they're expecting for this movie is anywhere from like 100 to 120.
Am I alone that this doesn't look exciting?
I have zero desire to see this movie.
Zero.
Run down. It's not go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
I don't get it. Like, I don't want to see it as a cartoon. I certainly don't want to see it as real people.
I don't either, but I figured anyone with kids or girlfriends would go see this.
Yeah,
I got a wife.
Let me tell you, 12-year-old girls are gonna eat this.
You think so?
I think
this is one of these stories that's told over and over and over again. But I feel like fundamentally the story's not awesome.
Well, I mean, and it's all about like the whole princess culture. I don't get it personally. I don't, but it's not for me. So yeah. And so the question this week is,
it's not for me.
Well, the question isn't if Beauty and the Beast will be on your call sheet. Is a matter of how much. So how much beauty can you fit in? It's statistically or it's mathematically impossible to get 3. So I don't know. You probably could do 3, but I do not want to see what the rest of your call sheet looks like after that. You basically have 25,000 for 7 slots. Actually, you can't even do it. You can't do it. So you're probably going to do a headliner stack, and after that, you're going to have to get super creative. And as this past week showed us, the game's going to be won on the margins. I mean, there was an optimal strategy. I actually broke this down in the recap earlier, I guess today, because there's actually one of our players kind of complained that there were like several similar type call sheets out there in the pool this week, and it seemed like strategy was kind of coalescing into a certain type of strategy, and it turns out it was the wrong strategy. Like we have a three-way tie for second. Awesome, people made some money, but the guy went a little bit off the map. Ring Balls 22, and my man, he's also showing us love. He joined the group chat, and I encourage you to join the group chat if you ever want to get some inside dope on what the cultural zeitgeist WBW is thinking about these movies. And he went a little bit off the board, and he won. He had 3 actors from Kong, and Kong, outperformed a lot the box office pro estimates. So basically, you're going to want a headliner stack Beauty and the Beast, and also I think you might have some money left over. You might have some money left over for Get Out, and I'm not. I mean, you have to be super, super, super judicious with your budget this week. It's kind of hard after you've spent about $60,000 on 2 actors, and you're left with an average about $6,000 or $7,000 per actor left for 8 slots. You have to get super duper picky, but there might be a case to be made for Get Out. It made $21 million last weekend. It holds extremely well. The holds have been unheard of for a horror movie. I'm thinking you might want to get with Daniel Kaluuya as the cheaper of the 2 headliners at $12,700 in wide release, because that's going to get you a guaranteed probably 22 points. And after you blow 60% of your budget on 2 actors, you're going to need to find value somewhere. So that's what I'm thinking might be another A-list play. What do you think of the A-list so far, Kevin? I know you study this game and treat it pretty seriously.
I think you're right on point. I think, the Beauty and the Beast, you got to find some way to sort of get as much value out of that as possible. I'm thinking of some different, I don't know if you could possibly not go with the 2 headliners there and get 3 of them for 75, maybe.
You probably could, because then you're left with $25,000 and then $7,000 each. I mean, our min price of any of these actors is $5,000, so it just doesn't really work. But what do you think about this strategy? And I mean, I'll probably my crazy ass. I'll probably try this strategy on one of these call sheets. But what if you go with like one headliner from Beauty, 1 non-headliner to save some cash, and then trying to stock up on like I don't know, like what the next best movie after that would probably be. It wouldn't even be Logan. It'd probably be, and this comes to my co-starring. Nice segue. Kong in its second weekend, because the word of mouth is so strong on Kong. I'm thinking that if you can somehow get like the headliner stack again, and they're priced down. We dropped it by a couple grand, I believe, each actor. So it's $17,500 for Tom Hiddleston, and $17,300 for Brie Larson as headliners. I'm thinking if you can somehow squeeze in like the headliner stack here, and then like 1 headliner Beauty, and then maybe like $25,000. I don't know. There might be a way. I'm gonna play around with it. There might be a way where you can squeeze in those 4 actors and then just punt the rest of your call sheet with Bargain Basement and just see what happens, because you're gonna have so many people who are going balls out with Beauty. I mean, and I get it. I mean, if you're looking, let's just say you get like let's say 150 is God, it sounds ridiculous. Let's say the low end is 120. You get a headliner, so 120 is more like 160, 170 with the bonus, and then you got like a regular actor for another 120. So now you're looking at damn near 300. Eek. And then
and what one the top score last week was what?
Top score was the call sheet of the week was 294.04.
So you're talking about getting 300 off of 2 people.
That's honestly, if you headliner stack Beauty at 120 each, I mean it's a guaranteed 300 from 2.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's insane. So, but I'm thinking if you can somehow avoid a headliner in Beauty, like get 1 headliner, obviously, but get a non-headliner, save like 800 or whatever off of Beauty. I'm thinking maybe you can squeeze in 2 from Kong, and that might be the. I don't know. I honestly. I'm just trying to be creative, think outside the box, but pretty much there's no getting around it. You're going to need a headliner stack from Beauty and just kind of figure shit out from there. I would see if you could try to make a headliner stack of Beauty and get at very least one headliner from Kong. Because Kong, I feel, is going to hold pretty well. If it did 61 million this weekend, I think it's going to be like 36, 38 second weekend. So. That's my feeling. So Brie Larson from Kong, she's cheaper than 2 headliners. And then I'm I don't know. The Belko experiment. Have you seen the trailers for any of these for the Belko experiment?
I have not. What's that about?
So it's like a social experiment. It's like I kind of thought of it as like Die Hard. It's Die Hard in an office building, but yet everyone's kind of fighting each other. It's like some weird psycho, corporate owner of the building, whatever, locks them all in this building, and basically is like, you guys have to kill each other. You guys have to kill like 6 people out of 100 of the office workers, or else everyone dies. Some crazy shit like that. It's like a social experiment. Then it keeps ratcheting up, and that gets crazier. So I don't know. I'm oddly curious about it. Not enough to actually see it in the theater, which I think might be its problem. It's going to be on 1,200 screens. I'm not sure it's going to be enough appetite for this kind of mid-major type flick. This is like a Gonzaga of flicks, right? It's not gonna, it plays in the West Coast Conference. They don't play in like a major conference. But I don't know if enough people will come through. I'm curious. I'm intrigued. I priced it appropriately. I think it's only starting at $8,500, $9,000 for your cheapest headliner, John Gallagher Jr. of the Newsroom fame. So I don't know. I think it might be some value there. It's fairly cheap. Solidly casted B-listers, buzzy. I'm curious. What other co-stars? What value plays do you see this weekend? Cornell West Side.
I gotta go through it and see what's what.
Cheat sheet.
Again, what's that? Yeah, you need it's really about playing those margins, because like you said, everyone's gonna go for some sort of Beauty and the Beast, and those points are going to kind of be washed away. So it's
they're going to cancel each other out. Absolutely, everyone's going to do the headliner stack.
Yeah, and which was kind of the case this past week with Kong, and it's a matter of finding that limited release film, getting a headliner from one of those limited release films that does a lot of money, has a good per screen average or whatever. Finding that platform film. Or that platform film that's a foreign film, that has buzz in that specific little community. So it's a little bit of a crapshoot, but there are ways to find those windows.
Yeah, I would keep an eye out on. You can probably wring a little bit more money in the second week of Badrinath Ki Duhania, aka the foreign film, the Indian film. My little 3 Fs. I love those foreign focused films because you get like 2 solid weeks and then they're out. You just can't. I mean, going back for thirds, nah. You leave hungry. But very interesting to see what else makes the people's call sheets on the cutting room floor. You're gonna want to skip these losers. Before I Fall, this is me being generous. It's obviously going to drop from 2,300 screens down to 1,100 to at least 1,100 screens, but it performed so badly. I wouldn't be shocked if it dropped all the way down to a platform release, like straight up. Ain't nobody seen this film. This sucker last weekend had what was it before? Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. It made $3 million. I apologize. Before I Fall, you may avoid platform release hell, but it only made 1,200 per screen, not exactly setting the world on fire. Whereas you see Kong Skull Island made 15.8 per screen on almost 4,000 screens, so it was doing brisk business. And see, look at that. Even Get Out. Look, Get Out is just killing.
Get Out. Let's give a shout out to Get Out for crossing the $100 million mark on a budget of 4.5. Ooh.
Yeah, Jordan Peele, Blumhouse. Just, they know what the hell they're doing when it comes to this low budget, genre. I mean, they really do. That's really awesome. Good on them. Also, I think you're also going to want to skip a new release this weekend. I want to get some more platform films in there this week, but I don't know how many screens it's going to be on. I am estimating it might be on 2 because it's a Terrence Malick film. I'm talking about Song to Song. It's got an excellent cast. I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. I doubt it'll be in Vegas anytime in the next month, but it's Terrence Malick, the director, is an art house guy. It could totally open on. What's that?
He does a good job.
Yeah, he generally does. Have you seen the Tree of Life? I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that was hard to watch.
No, okay. But I like the Thin Red Line. That was good.
It's his films are like long poems that you either like that sort of thing or you most likely you don't.
Or in KG's case, he most likely doesn't. But yeah, but it's basically they're tough sells. They're not like commercial. They're not box office masterpieces like almost ever. Actually, I'm kind of shocked that people still give him money to make films because none of them seem to make any money. But he's got a great cast, all working for scale. I'm sure it debuted at the Southwest by Southwest Festival this week, and I guess it's getting a theatrical release on Friday. And if it gets more than 2 screens, I will be shocked. So and there'll be like one in New York and one in LA. So leave that in the cutting room floor. You probably, if you want to visit it at all, you want to wait till it's at least on 100 screens so you can get some bang for your buck. And before we wrap up, any movies that are coming out this weekend that you would be interested in seeing?
Not Beauty and the Beast.
He wants to see Logan.
I do want to see Logan, and everyone says it's great.
Logan was dope. Have you seen Logan, G Nice?
No. What? No. I don't want to see Logan.
Really? You like Logan? It's your kind of movie. What? God, why? If you're a fanboy, why?
This is the same man who said he was going to hate the New Edition movie. And then
I didn't say I was going to hate it. I said I was worried that it wasn't being very good.
And then you loved it.
It wasn't very good. I just loved it.
You know what? You loved it. I will pay for your Logan movie if you don't like it. I will PayPal you 16 whatever outrageous, it's there. You are free rolling this if you don't like it.
Yeah, it's not about. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. I think it's based on old man Logan. You can pay for my ticket. That's fine. I'm gonna see it in about a year. I want to see the Trainspotting sequel. I'm sure it's not going to be good, but I want to see it.
I'm interested in that too. I almost include that in the talent pool, but I saw it was going to only be like on 4 screens. So I'm like, well, I'll just wait maybe till next week when we might need some more platform films coming out. But yeah, no, I'm. Oh, whenever I mean, okay, there have been times I have steered you wrong, but generally, you were gonna love this. Wasn't I right about DirecTV back in 2000?
Wait, are we talking about Logan still?
Yes, I want you to go see Logan. I was right on DirecTV. I was right on a bunch of shit that I put you on that you're like, oh, no. Entertainment Weekly. You still get Entertainment Weekly when I hooked you up for your birthday for like 2 years. Just trust me, bro. All right? Just trust me.
You liked it?
I loved it. It was great. It was a hard R, too. You're going to really enjoy it. Go see Logan. Go see it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so for our over-under this week, Beauty and the Beast. I'm pegging the over-under. It is hard to peg because the spectrum's so wide. But I'm going to peg the over-under at $135 million this weekend.
X-23, I don't like that. I don't like the look of her. I feel bad.
Who?
What?
X-23?
X-23.
Isn't she in the movie? Yeah, she's in the movie. She's in Logan, the little girl in Logan.
She has a name in the movie, so I have no idea who X-23. Oh, yeah, I think they do refer to her at one point as X-23. No, she's one of the best things about the movie. She's phenomenal. That little girl is going to be a star, like a bilingual star. She's amazing.
It's I like the writer. The writer did Out of Sight.
Everything about this movie, yet you refuse to see it. You really frustrate me right now, so I'm moving on. The over-under is 135 million this weekend for Beauty and the Beast. KG, upper over or under 135 million Beauty and the Beast.
I'm gonna go just under. I'm gonna go in the 120s.
Okay, fair enough. G Nice, what do you think? Well, you know what? You don't even listen to the Zeitgeist. You don't even go see Logan. Damn it, you'll get a vote. Screw you. All right. I apologize, Mom. You raised me better than that. G Nice. What do you think? Over under? Under. He typed in under. Okay. I'm going to go over. I think for whatever reason, because this thing has set like pre-sales records for family films and for the month of March. It's like bananas. It's going to do Donkey Kong numbers. And I'm actually going to skip the multiplex this weekend because I've seen everything I want to see so far. And I'm just going to curl up and watch, Iron Fist. Fuck it. I don't care. Even if it sucks.
Is it weird that I'm curious about that?
Iron Fist, no, or Beauty and the Beast, yes. Iron Fist, no.
It's not weird because everyone hates it, which means you must love it. So
I also like. I have no strong opinion about Iron Fist, so I can't say he's miscast.
Fair enough. And actually, the movie I'm looking forward to doesn't come out until like 31st.
Yes.
So. What?
I feel that makes sense to me.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, and of the movies that are coming out, the only one I'm really kind of like curious about is Ghost in the Shell, because partially because the appropriation police have been out, and look, and if that's true, I mean, they have a beef. I have no history with the comic, so I love ScarJo, so I'm looking forward to seeing what looks like they're making a stab at like Matrix Light. So yeah, why not? And Blade, it looks like a cross between like Matrix and Blade Runner and some other cool shit. So I'm in. What was the one where she was Lucy? That was one where she was
Lucy.
like
she turned into the thing at the end, yeah.
Which was was weird. It was cool, but it was weird. She had that whole speech about the taste of her mom's milk. Do you guys remember that?
No,
I blocked that out, I think.
It was like weirdly graphic, but also kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And what's up with ScarJo playing like all these like kind of just? I mean, she's playing. I mean, they're not all the same roles, but she's become like an avatar. Like she's like these, people just kind of projecting on all these, cold techno. I mean, she played a voice in Her. She played, she's playing like a killing robot.
I really disliked her.
She's lovely. I love.
You liked Her?
You mean the movie Her? Oh, I thought it was fine. I liked her. I liked her fine.
I did not like it.
I like the idea. I like the concept. Like, what was it, like 10 years in advance or 6 years in advance? They had like a subway going out to Santa Monica before when it actually got done. Now when it's done, it's like that is life. Cop imitating art. Damn it. Okay, well, so that's a wrap. Damn it, we went over as usual, but I love it. It's the tripod. We always have a good time.
Somebody keeps talking.
Yeah.
Where to find Cinema Draft? Y'all know where to find it, damn it. At this point, if you don't know where to find it, that is a you problem, not a me problem. But it's cinemadraft.co. That's cinemadraft.co. We're on all of the Twitters, the Facebooks, all the social media. We keep it popping every day, all day. Check us out. We're a fun follow. Also, we are live this week with over $200 in prizes, plus a $25 bounty. Damn it. Come get this money. Come at me, bro. Feature presentation is our main game this week. $125 prize pool. Theater counts lock at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's when we lock in the theater counts and the release types. So you may go ahead and adjust your call sheets and pick and go forward with your picks with confidence. And the game starts 4 hours thereafter at 10 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday.
And you can change your picks on your mobile device as well.
My man, outstanding. Checks not in the mail. Thank you very much. And the results usually come in sometime Monday evening. We were still working out the kinks in our scoring system, so once again, I most likely will be scoring by hand. Damn it! But so expect to receive an email for those who are playing when the game results are final. So, guests, plug your stuff. Anything cool coming up for you guys this week you want the people to know about? KG.
No, my son is walking. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh,
yeah! He's walking.
That just happened recently.
Right after his birthday, he started walking.
How old's your son, if we may ask?
He's 1.
Oh,
nice.
Good. I like that. I respect it more than months. Even G Nice was talking in months at one point. I'm like, stop it. Just stop. You're G Nice, what about you?
Because it's a round number. He's at 1. He wasn't at 1. He would have said 11 months.
I said he's almost 1.
And G Nice, anything to plug? Your anonymous self?
No.
I will give you props. So your wife put up a great Instagram, the one with the kids feeding each other. That was adorable.
Totally adorable. Said that too. I saw him the other day.
Oh, the one of them eating yogurt.
Oh my God! It's everything. I love it.
Very
I love
cute.
it.
Oh God.
No, I mean at least someone in your house is holding down social media for y'all. Like for real.
Wait, so are you excited about the actual shot of the kids, or just the fact that she's using social media?
No, I know she's using social media because I've actually trolled you through her on social media. But I thought that shot with the kids was really, really super sweet.
They're nice kids.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm talking about this like people. Well, for people at home, it was like a 5-second shot or whatever. Like they're 2 of his kids, and Eco, she's like growing. She's getting like a personality now. It's awesome. His
person.
and his baby boy, or one of his baby boys, there's three of them, were like eating yogurt, and one of them's eating yogurt. It's like, oh, I'm gonna feed the other one, and the other one, eats it, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna feed you right back, and it was just the cutest thing ever. Can't take it. I was trying to bring it up on Instagram, but like I'm locked out. I can't get in there because the account's private, and I don't want to go through like switching over and shit. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys again. It is Kevin Garnett, the WBW, the Working Black Writer, Chocolate Cardinal. Another hand of applause. Greg, aka G Nice, the Dilla one. Appreciate you as well. Yeah. Yes. Thanks everybody for listening, watching our supersized tripod pod, and do yourself a favor this weekend, this game. Besides playing this game, go out and go see a movie or something.